Hey, Ronnie.
Hey, Lou.
You know what?
What?
I want to live forever,
Okay.
so I'm going to start drinking more.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I found this. It says, drinking alcohol tied to long life, a new study. I got to go. I got work to do.
It's there on paper.
If it's there on paper,
It's got to be true.
and it's on Men Are So Smart next. Good news for happy hour enthusiasts. From a study presented at the American Association for the Advancement of Science annual meeting last week, they say drinking could help you live longer. According to the study, people who live to 90 years of age or older often drink, get this, moderately.
There's the key word right there.
Mm-hmm.
Neurologist Claudia Cowas and her team at the University of California have been studying the habits of people who live until their 90s. This has been since 2003.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. There's a paltry amount of research on the oldest old group, defined as 85 and older by the Social Security Administration. And so Kawas wanted to delve into the lifestyle habits of those who live past 90. She began asking about dietary habits, medical history, and daily activities via survey, wondering if such data could help identify trends among these who lived longest. Ultimately, she gathered information on the habits of 1,700 people between the ages of 90 and 99.
Did you see that article recently about Betty White? And she attributed her longevity to vodka and something else.
Yes.
I can't remember what it was, but yeah, you know what? There you go. It's the juice, the nectar of the gods.
Apparently.
At the AAAS meeting, AAAS meeting last week.
Which is right next door to the AA meeting.
It is. Don't confuse them.
Yeah.
It's hard. One door is much bigger than the other because of all the lettering. They reported some results. According to the research, drinking 2 glasses of beer every hour.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, I was just hoping.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Or wine every day. Oh, every day.
Every day.
Was linked to decreasing risk of dying prematurely by 18%. This researcher says, I have no explanation for it, but I do firmly believe that modest drinking improves longevity.
The results do not show causation, only an unexplained link between drinking and longevity. More information is needed about how the study was conducted before treating wine as the drink of fountain of youth.
Too late.
Yeah. In general, research on alcohol shows mixed results. A recent study published in Scientific Reports showed that drinking might help clear toxins from the brain. Study was conducted on mice who were given the human equivalent of 2.5 alcoholic beverages.
You know, mice get a bad deal.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah. They get like lipstick put on them and
Yeah. And they get shaved.
yes.
Remember?
Yes.
Dr. So-and-so of the University of Rochester Medical Center told Newsweek at the time that alcohol did have real health benefits. Except for a few types of cancer, including, unfortunately, breast cancer, alcohol is good for almost everything.
Yeah.
But a growing amount of research indicates that the benefits might not outweigh the risks. In November, bilingual, the American Society of Clinical Oncology issued a statement warning that any drinking, including light alcohol consumption, increased the chances of developing breast, colon, esophageal, larynx, and oral cancers. And in January, researchers from the Medical Research Council Laboratory of Molecular Biology in Cambridge, England, found that alcohol caused irreversible DNA damage in the stem cells of animals. Their discovery was published in the journal Nature.
The latest findings are encouraging and tempting to place alongside reports from from 100-year-olds.
There you go. Centenarian.
Yes, who credit whiskey as an elixir for long life.
Yeah.
But it's probably best not to treat alcohol as a prescription for longevity just yet.
Well, yeah, you know what? I'm always one to jump the gun a little.
You know what? Here's my theory.
Yeah.
They can't say it doesn't help, but they can't say it does. So what the hell? If just drink a little bit, and I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen is you're, obviously within the comforts of your own home, not while you're out driving or at work, but yeah, have a couple. Have a glass of wine with dinner or two.
Well, some people genetically are destined to live very long lives.
Right.
And my feeling is this. Once you get to the point where you're retired and your kids are all taken care of and grown, if you want to have a couple of drinks, you're 80 years old, you want to have a couple of drinks a day, even if you want to have a couple of cigarettes, for God's sakes, you're 80 years old. Yeah. You're allowed to do anything you want.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about, oh my God, I could get prostate cancer. Or, in fact, I happen to know if you have prostate cancer at the age of 80, you're not going to die from it.
No.
You're not. You're
No.
going to die from something else,
Yeah.
but it won't be prostate cancer.
No.
And I can tell you that every adult male at some point will encounter high PSA counts and the possibility of having cancer on board.
Yeah.
It's just a fact of life. But genetically, some people are more prone to live longer lives.
Yeah.
Have yourself, as Ron says, have yourself a shot or two.
What the heck? You only live once.
Exactly. All right, you know what? There's this mystery that's going on that not a lot of people know about, and we're going to tell you right now. There's a $2 million treasure hidden somewhere in the Rockies. Here's the catch. In looking for it, at least 4 people have died recently. Yeah.
Seems like a worthwhile risk.
A treasure estimated to be worth $2 million may be hidden somewhere in the Rockies. Millionaire Forrest Fenn said he hid a chest filled with gold and valuables somewhere in the mountains in the year 2010. So It's been collecting dust for going on 8 years.
He's since provided a number of clues to the treasure's location in a poem.
All right.
Well, we're not going to recite that poem.
Oh.
At least 4 people have died searching for the treasure. The ongoing search for hidden riches in the Rockies has reportedly claimed yet another life.
Montana station KULR-TV reported 53-year-old Jeff Murphy unfortunately fell to his death while hunting for Forrest Fenn's hidden treasure in Yellowstone over the summer. Fenn, a millionaire art dealer and former fighter pilot, said he hid an assortment of gold and valuables in a bronze chest somewhere in the Rocky Mountains. The treasure has been estimated to be worth about $2 million.
That's $2 million.
It is indeed.
Yep. Fenn said he's given 9 clues to the treasure's location in the form of a poem advising the reader to begin it where warm waters halt. He's also published 2 books, The Thrill of the Chase and Too Far to Walk, which include a map featuring New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana. Thousands have trekked out into the wilderness of New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana to seek out his treasure.
Murphy was one such searcher. The husband and father of 2 was described in his obit as a world traveler, hiker, and photographer. His wife reported him missing on June 8th of last year. His body was found the next day. Murphy apparently lost his footing while hiking up Turkey Pen Peak and fell 500 feet. His death was ruled an accident, but Murphy's death isn't the only one that's been linked to the quest for the treasure.
Yep. Godfather and Colorado resident Randy Boyu vanished in January 2016 while scouring the wilderness of northern New Mexico for Fenn's treasure. His skeletal remains were found along the Rio Grande in July of that year. Denver Post reported that his cause of death could not be determined. Colorado pastor Paris Wallace's family told authorities he journeyed to New Mexico in order to seek out the secret cache. The Denver Post reported, according to the Fort Worth Star, the 52-year-old's body was found not far from his car on June 18th, 2017.
Ashby moved to Colorado in April 2016 to find the treasure. According to NBC, he was rafting along the Arkansas River with a group on June 28th of last year when the vessel overturned. Ashby never resurfaced, and the 3 people with him did not call the authorities.
That's crazy.
They were summoned by a third-party witness. The Kansas City Daily Record reported that the 31-year-old's body was found July 28th and identified through DNA, which is never good.
Yeah.
In response to the deaths, authorities have called on Fenn to put a halt to the search. He has declined to, but urged searchers to take safety precautions. He also noted that people shouldn't look anywhere that an 80-year-old man couldn't feasibly hide a heavy bronze chest. There's another clue for you.
That is probably the best clue right there. The Albuquerque Journal reported that Murphy's wife, Erica, said she didn't blame Fenn for her husband's death and that he wouldn't have wanted to hinder anyone from searching for the hidden treasure.
This sounds so cool to me. It's like pirates' hidden booty.
Booty, yes. The problem is it's spread out over 4 states. So there's a pretty big search area there.
I got to think if this guy is smart enough to put this together, he's smart enough to make some very good clues, and perhaps he has not released all of the clues just yet to narrow it down to, let's say, 2 states and then maybe 1. Right. You know?
Well, and you know, with the drones being where they are,
yeah,
you can cover a lot of ground with a drone and probably cut your search time by about 90%. So maybe that's the wave of the future, is somebody will eventually find this, or who knows, somebody could have already found it
and not said anything. Arg, mateys. I wonder if that person has a wooden leg.
And a parrot on their shoulder.
Maybe. Let's not stereotype here, people.
Yeah,
Okay?
Yeah.
You know?
But
I'd love to go looking for this. But again, you know, if you found this, you're curious about this like I am, you got to remember, the guy is not going to put it on a cliff 500 feet above a river when he's 80 years old.
Right.
Okay, so it's got to be something realistic.
Yeah. I would check it like a local Walmart or something. Maybe
Denny's.
Or
Sizzler.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
Those are 2 right there. The parking lot of either one of those is probably the closest bet.
And it's probably next to a Buick.
Yeah. Or an Olds.
But it's not your father's
It's not your father's Oldsmobile, no.
All right, good.
No. Yeah.
Well, that would be kind of cool to find out or go in search of it. I think it would. What do you say? What do you say we retire and go looking for this treasure?
You know what?
What?
Somebody should do is just go buy like 50 bronze chests and just plant them all over.
Everywhere.
Yeah. And then put a bunch of old newspapers in them or something. And yeah.
Or one of those Jack in the Boxes.
Yeah,
When
exactly.
you open the lid.
Yeah. I think maybe the searching would end abruptly.
All right. Well, if the thrill is there for you, go and search. And remember, we told you about it.
Yeah.
And we expect to split.
Exactly.
Well, we did our part.
10%.
You go
fair.
find it.
Yeah, 10% sounds.
You know, we told you. We told you it's out there. We don't need to go looking for it. You do.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're busy. I got things to do today. I can't do this.
You got nothing to do today.
Well,
You're
tomorrow.
retired.
Tomorrow for sure.
Okay, so tomorrow you got something to do.
Yeah, I got something to do tomorrow.
All right, that'll bring us to the conclusion of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far, we appreciate it. Be sure and tell your friends. We already did it for your health, so I don't want to do it that way. Okay. Got that.
Cinnamon roll.
Twice.